That too by chance, look at this. It's not like we wanted to kill the people of Nagasaki. We wanted to drop it on another city. And that city had too much cloud that day. Those days, the bombers did not have the kind of technology they have today, they had to physically see it. So there was thick cloud over that city. So they flew to another city and dropped it there. The randomness of it is even more cruel. It was not even a focused effort to neutralize something. It is a random effort. It's okay, somebody you bomb, all right? Either this guy or this guy, what does it matter? Shoot somebody. These days you're seeing this, shooters are coming in public spaces. They're not planning to shoot somebody who is their enemy or somebody with whom they have a fight. Just shoot somebody. Well, the entire movement of what you are referring to or what we are referring to as terrorism is just this, shoot somebody. Shoot this particular person is human enmity. I'm not saying it's good, but at least it is controlled by its own nature because it's focused on a specific person. Terror is a terrible thing because shoot somebody, it doesn't matter who. Man, woman, child, if you don't get anybody, shoot the dogs on the street. Anything, shoot something. So, this nuclear bombing, which in 1944 was a fresh exploration into science and technology. It was new. And just bomb somebody. And it was nicknamed Fat Man. All of you. Today is a day to determine yourself that you will not be that fat man representing a bomb which is randomly hitting somebody. I'm talking about another cause. Because 30% of the world's population is starving, malnourished, and more than 30% is obese. This is also random bombing. So please take care of that also. And that city which is called as Kokura, which had clouds, we have a clear sky today, we don't know who has any intentions for us. That city, Kokura, which was cloudy, today is being appreciated as the luckiest city in the world because the bomb was intended for them, but went to somebody else. So, this has been the nature of human existence, that we have organized prejudice in the form of race, religion, caste, creed, and the new racism is nationality. Which passport I hold will determine who I want to kill. Yes, if I hold this passport, I want to kill you. If I hold another passport, I want to kill that guy. So, this organization of prejudice is there unfortunately in human mind. Individuals can work how to transcend that, but when it gets organized in these forms, then this is not experienced as prejudice, this is experienced as patriotism. This is experienced as a very positive thing. Well, unfortunately, the world's realities may be such that still nations are confronting each other, but we must understand all this is rooted in organizing our prejudice. Today, the world's survival or nation's survival may be still dependent upon it. But is it not the aspiration of human beings to naturally see how we can live in the highest possible way, whether it's going to happen tomorrow morning or after 10 years or 1,000 years, but is it not important that every human being aspires that in some way you're liberated, both as individual, as societies, as nations, and as humanity on this planet, because this aspiration is not my idea. This aspiration is the very basis of your being, because being means it has evolved to a place where it doesn't want to be tangled up. Well, because you tangle up in reflection of your physiological and physical survival instincts, this is why endless suffering. Simply sitting, standing, people are suffering. Nothing need to happen. Everything is fine, they will suffer. When everything is perfectly fine, they still suffer because what is longing to be free has been bound by your ignorance.